Hi everyone. So we are coming up with question and answer series for Power BI interview preparation. What is the aim? The aim is that sometimes people know the concept, they know the subject, but they are unable to frame the answers when they are asked in the interview. How to answer the questions in less time with complete concept, right? So we would be coming with 5 questions in each videos. So we are starting with Power BI, right? So the first question which can be asked in the interview is, what are the important components of Power BI? So if we think about it, components as in what are the parts, different parts of Power BI on the basis of which the entire tool is working. This is the meaning of the question. So basically the answer is Power Map, Power Query, Power Pivot, and Power View, right? So you must have seen these are the add-ins in Excel which are working independently in Excel, right? But here in Power BI, all these 4 components are working together. If you are creating a map or a pivot table or anything, everything is working together. So we would say Power BI is a better version of Excel because the components of Excel and Power BI are same, right? If you have gone through entire Power BI, you have done that course, you know the subject, you must be aware that we have the ETL in Power BI, which is Power Query. Power Pivot is there using which we can create visuals and pivot tables using multiple sources, right? Like Power Pivot, what is Power Pivot? If we talk about this concept in Excel also, Power Pivot is a concept where we can create a single pivot table using multiple sources. So same is the logic in Power BI also. What is Power View? It is helping you to generate the visuals, right? And Power Map, it is helping you to show your data, your insights on a map, right? So these are the 4 components of Power BI. You can answer it this way. The next question can be, what is grouping in Power BI, right? So let me show it to you practically. So let me share the Power BI screen and then we do this. So like this is the Power BI screen here. And this is the data we have, which is the common superstore data. We have this data available everywhere on internet. So for example, I'm creating this visual here where I'm taking subcategories and sales, right? So it is showing me the sales of all the subcategories, right? Phones, chairs, storage, tables, and so on. Now, if we want to change the color of these bars and we go to format and we are putting here color, so it will give you this option to change the color of the bars from here. So you can change it to yellow or any other color. But we are able to change the color to a single color for all the bars, right? What if I want to show phones, chairs, and storage in one color and rest of the subcategories in another color? So what we will do now, pay attention here. As of now, we have a single color available here to change. Now I'm selecting phones, chairs, and storage. Right click and click on group data. The moment you do this, you will see here you will get 2 options to change the color. One to change the color for these 3 and another option to change the color for rest of them, right? And what is the change which has happened here because of this? So you can see another subcategory group has been created here. Just focus here, this one, right? Now, what is the benefit of this? We will talk about it. Let's understand this. Now from here, we can change the color, right? So this is the color, other is the color for rest of the subcategories, and this blue is the color for first 3, right? Now let's talk about the use case. What is the use case of grouping? So the use case is like, for example, you want to highlight these 3 in different color because these are giving you some very important information about your business. This is one. Second can be like, for example, you're working on HR data, you are analyzing the performance of people. So you can highlight the top management employee in one color, middle management employee in single color, or lower management employee in third color. Or if you are not do not want to go ahead with the levels of the people, probably you can highlight departments in different colors to show the people department wise. So these can be the use cases. Depending upon your requirement, you can create the use cases if you are clear with the concept. And it's not like you can create 2 groups. you can create 3, 4, 5 groups as well, right? How? Like I'm selecting table, binders, and machine, doing the right click, this, and this. Now we can say group data, and now we will be having the option to change the 3 colors. So we can create a number of groups, and again, another group has been created here, right? So what is the use case of this? Like, for example, you want to highlight this group, phones, chairs, and storage, in the entire report in a separate color. So for example, you are creating, like say another visual, this funnel chart, and here you are taking subcategory and profit. So now what you want, again, you want to highlight your phone, share, and storage in one color. So phone, chair, and storage. So will you have to make the group again and again? No. So what will you do? Instead of taking subcategory here, you can take this group which was created. Now you can see it is showing you the funnel chart for all the 3 groups. This was my first group, if you remember. This is the second group we created, and all other subcategories have been clubbed in third group called other. So this is the use case of this additional column being created here. So you can reuse this particular column, and you can use them to create another visuals if you want to highlight something else about these groups. So this is the use case. Now, how to answer this in interview, because this is a longer concept. So probably you can say that grouping is a concept where we can group the text values. These are the text values. Of course, if you will ask me that I want to club my sales, this is not the concept for that. So grouping is a concept which you can use to club your text or dimensions in different groups, and we can highlight the same in different colors as well. So this would be the answer, right? Let's move to the next question. So what would be the next question? Let me move to the PPT ones. Okay, so the third question can be, what is cross filtering and cross highlighting in Power BI? Again, I have to show this practically to you guys. So let me go back to Power BI. So for example, this is my first visual, right, which I have created, and I'm creating another one here. For example, I'm creating this column chart. Here I'm taking region and sales, right? Now, if I'm clicking on West, you will notice the other visual on the screen has been filtered only for West, right? This dark blue portion is West. If I'm clicking on East, it has been filtered for East. And this is going to work vice versa also. How? If you are clicking on other, it has been filtered for other subcategories, chairs, phones, and this one, this group, then it has been filtered for this. So what is happening? Both of these visuals are cross filtering and cross highlighting. So this is the concept of cross filtering and cross highlighting. If you have more than 2 visuals on the same screen, it is going to work same way. So it is filtering also, it is highlighting also, and this is automated. We are not supposed to link these visuals manually. Let's move to the next question now. So the next question can be, what is the information required to create a map in Power BI? So this is a very common sense question we have, but a lot of people are not able to answer this as well. So it's very common and simple answer that to create a map, we need location related information, right? Like for example, you are taking subcategories and sales. Of course, you cannot plot the same on a map. For map, you need any dimension related to location. It can be your state, it can be your region, it can be city, it can be country, but something related to location, right? What is the next question? So what is the programming language which is used in Power Query? This is one good question. I think you will get maximum time, because whenever you are using any tool and you know any tool, it's not like that you should be able, you are aware of the capabilities of the tool. Okay, we can create a visual, we can analyze the data. You should be aware of its technicalities as well. Like what is the language it is based on, how it is working. You need to do some kind of homework on that part as well. So let me show it to you practically. So let me go back to Power BI again. And I will show it to you. So this is the screen I have, right? Now, what will I do? I will right click on this table and I will click on edit query and I will go to Power Query Editor, right? So this is the Power Query Editor window we have, correct? Now, what will we do? Like, for example, I am changing this ship mode into uppercase, right? So I'm saying uppercase, these ship modes have been converted into upper letter. And the change has been recorded here that I have made some changes. This is the change, uppercased text, right? Now, if you click on advanced editor here, you will notice there is some language kind of thing. What this language is, I'm not asking you to learn this language. You just need to know what this language is, how it is written, and the basic part. So basically, whatever drag and drop we are doing in Power Query Editor, at the back end, it has been recorded in some language. This language is called mQuery. M stands for mashup query. Okay, so what is it? This is called mQuery, and the full form is mashup query. You need to read it here on my screen, right? And how it is working? See, it says let source. So basically, when we imported the Excel file in Power BI, it has been recorded that we have imported the data from Excel sheet. This is the path in my laptop where it was saved. And then these are the changes, that these were the columns in the data. These were the data types, like ship mode is text information, customer ID is text. Like let's go to sales. So sales is a number. Then I made one change of uppercase that has been recorded. So this is the language mQuery on which entire Power BI engine is based. So this is the answer you need to give. And if you want to explain it more in the interview, apart from giving a single line answer like mQuery or mashup language like that, then you can talk about it that, whenever we are doing any drag and drop, doing any step in Power Query Editor at the backend, it has been recorded in some language, which we can see by clicking on Advanced Editor. And it's quite readable, understandable, easy to understand basically, and all that. So you can mention all that and you need to click on close and apply. It will bring you back to Power BI and the changes will be saved in the front end also. So these are the concepts you need to know for the interviews. And you know what, in interviews, your technicalities are checked. If how strong you are technically, how strong your foundation is on the tool. So always focus on that part, right? So I have covered 5 interview questions in this video. If you want to know more questions for your interview preparation, you can subscribe to our channel because we would be sharing more questions, interview questions in Power BI, Excel, and SQL also. And if you want to help your friends, if somebody else need it, please share with your friends as well and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.